And we're going. Welcome back to Fun Times Football, everyone. It's not Friday, but it is still Fun Times Football. I haven't altered the theme song just for the occasion, but we're recording this a day early because we've got the Friday night fixture and I'm doing bits tomorrow anyway. So none of these guys know how to use technology. So it was incumbent upon me to record the podcast and get it out. So we've got Billy, Ash, Sam, and Gibby. Full complement of everyone that's been on the podcast thus far. And I guess we'll get cracking. Everyone's got a football shirt on apart from Ash. I think most people will know what shirts everyone's wearing other than the mystery shirt that Gibby has on. I mean, Sam's is a bit unique as well, obviously with the gas shirt, Bristol Rovers, massive, big him up. Chris, what shirt are you
your
wearing,
shirt,
sir?
Liam? That is a mystery. I can't find them in London.
A mystery
who
at
are
all.
they?
Me and Liam are
Top of the league, mate. That's who they are. Fucking hell. Giving me smoke. Giving me. What do you mean? We'll see. We are. It is.
There's no trophy.
Can't argue with that.
I didn't say there was. I did not say there was.
Arabata.
Yeah, Arabata. Does he mean Arabiata? Yeah,
chicken Arabiata. Yeah.
What is he eating?
Are you eating out of a cupboard? You eating out of the stairs?
We just said Arabiata. All right, we'll come back to your mystery shirt then, mate.
The boy who ate.
That's fine. I've got time. Like the viewers are obviously like perplexed. What
go on then. Go through your mystery shirt.
Mighty? Right. Okay. This is the home kit for the mighty Corfu United.
Oh.
Well, actually, it's even more specific. It's Sadari, so it's North Corfu. So I don't even know where the fuck Corfu is. You don't even know where the fuck Sadari is. So non-league team Sadari Wanderers, also known
Sadari Wanderers,
as Sadari FC. Sponsored by a cocktail bar as well. So it just goes deeper.
You know what? Actually, I've been to that cocktail bar last time I was in Corfu, and it's a very nice place. They've got like green hanging chairs. Yeah,
your doppelganger owns it.
He does. Yeah, I remember you saying. Right.
Weirdly enough, you didn't see him when you were there.
No. I thought, well, you know, we can't be in the same place all at the same time, can I? So I got to set the agenda this week, and obviously it's the first fixture of the weekend. So I've decided to start with the Spurs Palace fixture going on tomorrow night. Obviously,
theme tune.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I absolutely. We'll hit theme tune first because I'm a fool. Yeah.
It's Friday. It's Fun Times Football.
Sweet, thanks for having me back on that one, Ashley. I nearly forgot the theme tune. Can't forget the theme tune, can I? It's because I dove straight into Baby's mystery shirt. I need to start writing the theme tune on the agenda. Otherwise, I will forget. Yeah. No, it's my own fault, mate. I wasn't blaming that on you at all. I guess being the Spurs fan in the room, I'll start off with my thoughts on the game. I normally am quite concerned going into a game away at Palace for obvious reasons. Palace are like a mid-table team. They normally do quite well at home. And they can be quite a hard outfit to break down, as I'm sure most of us are aware. But I did receive some good news earlier. Apparently, Roy Hodgson has come out and said that Eberechi Eze and Michael Elise will both be unavailable for the game tomorrow, which I think is a massive thing for the game. So I reckon Spurs will probably win it. Just with the form we're in, and you know, anyone else want to?
What are you going to say? Hodgson has come out of the coffin.
Yeah,
he's still dodging that perfectly.
Man's invincible.
He will be like one of those Futurama heads in a jar, still managing Crystal Palace in 2052.
Just so we can understand like what's possible with hair.
Anyone else got any thoughts on the game?
Yes.
I mean, if you're saying about them two Palace injuries or whatever it is being a thing, that's their squad gone, and let's be honest with you. Like, if you told me to name another Palace player off the top of my head, it would take some fucking thinking. So I think I see Tottenham winning by murder, to be honest.
Murder of Roy Hodgson.
Yeah, but not invincible.
Can't kill him.
Well, a strong wind will murder that guy.
Hodgson's
Anyone else got any other thoughts, or should we just run score predictions?
Are they new injuries? Because Elise is
no, they're not.
I don't know if they're injuries, to be honest.
Not. No,
it
just
been out,
says Eze's been out a little while, I think.
Yeah.
All I've seen is head's not available,
but they have struggled without them.
Is Zaha fit?
Zaha did Saudi Arabia,
probably.
No, he's in Turkey and just proves being his point. No one knows who plays for him anymore. They're just a fucking rare team. They just exist in the Premier League.
Yeah, they're making up numbers.
They must have one of the
Anderson.
I think they've got one, and I think they've got Jordan, not Andre. Are you? I think.
Are you sure?
No.
Right, I'm fed. Dad jokes too many now, Ash.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure?
So we'll run score predictions then. I'll start with Sam. Score predictions. Spurs Palace.
Thank you, son. Sorry, Liam. I do have a question. Is it who's at home?
Palace.
So who's at home?
Palace.
Palace.
Palace, Sam.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
For the fifth time, Sam, Crystal Palace are at home at this match.
I don't know why. I asked. It's not really important. It's not really important. I'd go 2-0 Tottenham.
Gibby, Chris Gibson, sir.
Thank you, sir. Do I get a little commentary intro as well?
You can add some commentary on it.
Should I build up to my actual thoughts?
Yeah, go on. You can go running commentary of your thoughts.
Well, they're in a bit of a horrid form, aren't they, Crystal Palace? They started quite well, and I think they're still riding the form of Hodgson ending the season quite well and securing what Vieira left. Let's face it, in absolutely tinders. But they haven't won in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they haven't won in 5 games in the Prem. So, yeah, I'm going to put it down to a Tottenham win. I'm going to put 3-1 on it, sir.
They actually beat United in the league a couple of games.
I missed it because the numbers switch around every other. Oh, it's hard to. Come on.
Yeah, that's all right. Ashley,
I've seen that bad fact from Chris last week about the whole Villa West Ham.
That was Ashley
beating him in like 20 years.
Sorry,
Ashley's
Fuck you.
It wasn't me for the Villa West Ham one. It wasn't me for the Villa West Ham one, mate.
It was Chris. It was Chris.
Yeah.
Oh,
not in 20 years. It was last like 2 years ago.
No, I said that was the league though. It was for that long. I even said on the commentary when the game played. Yeah.
Chris's back was right. What was Ash's one?
Ash said that Everton hadn't beaten Liverpool in like 20 years or something.
Yeah. I just cocked it up.
Chris, I'm sorry again.
Thank you, mate. You still shit at darts.
Cool. Ashley, score predictions, Spurs Palace. We're getting off track here.
Yeah, sorry, just from having looked at it, as poor as Crystal Palace may have been, they've only lost once at home this season. So they might be a tough cookie to break down.
Of course they are.
Yeah, no, I had to double check this. Because I can't get my facts right this week.
2-0 draw.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Spurs win. It'll be narrow. It's not going to be a walkover.
You know fuck all about football, you.
You'll see.
And Billy, what do you reckon?
Well, I would like to open this by saying I don't think I've gotten a single prediction right so far this year. So why not start with this one? What do you say?
Well, you haven't got a single prediction, right? Claiming I don't know fuck all about football.
Oh, if you're right, we're going to make one of these episodes where me and Ashley have a football off, and we'll see how that goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going 3-0 Tottenham. This is the one.
Oh, 3-0.
I do like
your gusto. I do tend to agree that Palace aren't that great, but I don't know. The Spurs fan in me is just waiting for the slip up, but the way we're playing, I can't see past the Spurs win, to be honest. And it's worrying that everyone thinks the same thing. That's normally when things go wrong, but I'm going to go for a Spurs win and go 3-1. 3-1. So probably on to, you know what? I was looking through the fixtures earlier and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is a dreadful weekend of football. Like, genuinely, most of the games are fairly one-sided, I'd say, as obviously you'll find out as we run through them. And you've probably got, like, I don't even know, fucking one game that's competitive, I'd say, on the face of it. which is the game we're probably going to talk about now, the Manchester Derby. Obviously,
that's not competitive.
One of the, well, you don't know. United are hitting a vein of form at the moment, so we'll see. But resident City fan, I'll let you start with the commentary on this one. What are your thoughts, mate?
The Sam Ashfield Derby, yeah.
Wasn't going to out you like that, but
who knows? Is it head versus heart or heart versus head? I'm still confused. Yeah, this could be good. Because I'm still bitter about last season when there was the grand Bruno Fernandes, Rashford little diddy dance. Was he offside? Was he onside? And it counted and we lost. I still think about it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're in crap form. We got lucky at last night. Tuesday night. No, hang on. What day is it? Last night.
It was last night, mate.
We didn't play amazing. We keep conceding goals to shitty teams. That's now. I mean, who lets goals into little boys? No one. We did. I don't know. What to think about it. I don't know. After I was confident against Arsenal and it backfired, and I feel like if I get confident at Old Trafford, it'll backfire. So I would, and I hate to say this, I would take a point.
Really, you would be happy with a point?
I wouldn't be happy with a point, but I would be happy not losing there after we lost last season.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
We'll see.
They are, and United are in pretty good form at the moment, which I guess is what you've got going against you.
Are they?
So yeah,
they beat Copenhagen.
Yeah, they're not. They're not. Aren't they?
No, I'm going to argue against that because
they're not in good form.
They've had 3 lucky wins, which is they scraped it against Brentford, Sheffield United, and Copenhagen. They're not back.
They've won 3 on the bounce.
But against 2.
Yeah, but against fucking terrible teams. In fact,
that's true. They did
what?
They should. They didn't deserve to win against Copenhagen.
But they're not. The coach isn't going to be telling them that in the room, are they? They're like, "Oh, it's been lucky, but we've got 3 wins in a row."
They're two.
Form's
form. They're 2 star players. Their 2 star players on Tuesday night were fucking Onana and Maguire.
Yeah,
they were fucking Onana.
Well, they might as well. But they were shit. You know what? I've changed my mind. We're going to batter them. Fuck it. No.
Is that all it took? Was me bigging them up a little bit? Is it? I was just trying to play devil's advocate and say that they are in decent form right now, but fair enough. I'm still going to go for a City win, I reckon. Sam, you going to change your prediction then? Oh, Sam's gone. That's okay. Oh, he's back. Sam, you going to change your prediction?
He's going to change his Wi-Fi
I
provider.
hadn't made one. I will now make one. Boys, this is fucking tricky.
All is, mate. Me especially, my big ones. Fucking hell.
Oh, Sam.
He's on that dial-up internet, man.
He's having a bit.
Move on.
Get Paul to jump on the wheel again.
Right. Cool. Okay, so I'll go Chris. Chris, what's your prediction for the Manchester Derby?
City win. Both teams to score 3-1 City.
3-1
But
City.
just in against what Sam was saying about Onana being their best player, he only saved that penalty. I don't know if you saw it, because Garnacho was taking a big chunk out of the pitch before the penalty kick taker took it, which made it to scoop into Anna's hands, which was hilarious.
He did I didn't watch the whole game, but from what I saw, he did make a couple of good saves as well.
Oh, so, I only saw that because there was an uproar and people were calling it childish.
Yeah, I would say he did make a couple of good saves.
Kim Carlson, of all people, was being quoted on my Twitter.
That's a rare name, that is.
I know. 1K away from being dangerous. No.
So I'm gonna echo what Chris said. I think United will still score because City seems to somehow concede every game, but it'll be 4-1, I reckon. Easy win.
Yeah, that's fair.
Billy, I don't think
what do you reckon?
United,
Can you stop cutting into my time now, please, Ash?
Yeah. Yeah, come on. Everyone's got slots.
Yeah.
Billy, what do you reckon?
2-1 City. Yeah, they'll probably go 1-0 down. That seems to be the theme of most of the season for them. But yeah, I don't see Man United coming away with anything here. Like you said, the last 3 games they've won, but I think we need to do something about Sam's connection because that's driving me insane.
I did mute him a second ago to stop it and was going to unmute him when I was going to let him speak, but
I can't speak. But yeah, 2-1 City. No problem.
Yeah.
Interestingly,
no,
other than the similarities between the two, other than the Sam has supported both throughout his duration on this planet, but neither have had a draw in the Premier League this season so far, which is interesting.
That lines it up. Lines it up perfectly for a 5
done it now.
doesn't it?
0-0.
No, I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna go wild here and maybe get some clout again.
Not like you.
Sam's dropped out. Maybe get some clout again. He saw what was coming and got pissed off and left. I'm gonna go for a Man United win. And I'm going to say 2-1 Man United.
Oh, here comes a clickbait headline.
Who the goal scorers, Liam? Give me the goal scorers.
Harry Maguire and Harry Maguire and Rashford.
I thought you say Johnny Evans then.
No, imagine if that happened. That'd be hilarious. No, Harry Maguire and Rashford. Just because you've asked me, I would not have. Obviously, put goal scorers out there if I didn't have to. But yeah, I'm going to go. Yeah, 2-1, 2-1 United.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's more wishful thinking than anything else.
You're not taking this seriously.
I'm not taking this seriously.
You can't 2-1 United. Come off it.
Crazier things have happened.
Exactly. I think it's very reasonable, to be honest. You're saying like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you think it's crazy.
Because Man City are a completely different caliber of team. Anyway.
Right.
We'll the same score as last season.
Yeah, they've
the same score what it was in January.
It is a derby.
But who's improved? Is Rodri back?
Exactly.
Yeah, but they've got Onana and Johnny Evans.
Yeah, well, I was going to say.
Elitism. Come on.
Big signings, mate.
Oh.
Sam's getting his cock out.
What is going on?
Anyway,
not that kind of show, Sam.
After my prediction, I'm going to leave it and we will go on to the West Ham versus Everton game. Just because we've got Billy here with us, and I thought it would be quite nice to go over the West Ham Everton game, considering they just had 2 poor results on the bounce. I don't know. Did you watch the Villa game last week? Anyone from West Ham?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I was very underwhelmed with that performance from West Ham, I must say.
Well, yeah, same.
Which obviously you would not like to admit being a West Ham fan. But what are your thoughts going ahead? Let's leave the past behind us, We'll forget what has gone and look to what can be. What do you reckon for this weekend, Bill?
Well, it's hard to ask me that right now because a matter of an hour and a half ago, something like that, I was watching us lose to Olympiacos, second on the bounce for the first time this season, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'm just, you know what I'm like, every week I get asked these questions and I'm never optimistic. I would like to, because obviously Everton are Everton this season, but they're somewhat unpredictable at the same time.
You are at home, mate. You should smash them.
Yeah, but we won't, because we are West Ham. I'm gonna feel a draw coming here, to be honest with you.
Nah, no way. No way is it a draw.
You can't say no to my prediction.
I am, yeah. I'm saying no. I'm saying no way it's a draw.
Yeah.
Fucking Sean Dyche. Everton
Sean
have
Dyche
just
David
obviously had
Moyes,
some.
that is. If only we still
They've
had
just
Big
had
Sam
some of the worst
Allardyce.
news. They've had some of the worst
Battle of the
news in their
dinosaurs.
club's history. And you
What's
reckon
that?
they've had some of their worst news in the club's history, and you think
What's that?
they might be getting 12 points deducted?
Well, that might light a fire up under their asses, to be fair. Like, they've really now got to dig themselves out of a hole, haven't they? So they can
That is
either they can either just fall or fight and then do something incredible. Whether they've got the quality to do that, I don't know. Because the Premier League this year is really split in two halves. I feel like that you've just got some incredible teams, and the rest is just fucking fodder there to make up numbers. And I think Everton are within that number at the minute, but it's just the teams they've got around them. I don't see picking up many points.
No, I know, but I think they'll be okay even with a 12-point deduction, to be honest, just because of the other shit teams.
Yeah, 12 points is a lot, though.
I didn't realise you
and
meant that, Liam. I'm confused because I thought the worst news because their chairman just died. But I didn't realise they had a 12-point deduction. I don't know which is worse. Sorry.
Talk about bad news getting more bad news, you know?
Yeah.
Things like that.
Not a great week. Not a great week on Merseyside.
They might have hated the guy. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to start before now because I fucking hate this dickhead.
There was a lot of animosity towards him, to be fair, mainly from the fans.
It was like smoking cigars, just blowing smoke in their faces. Yeah, absolutely.
He
touching their kids and stuff. Don't. I'm not going to stand by that fact.
You're just saying that for dramatics.
Yes, I'll be aware that we're commercialized.
So, Ash, if I could get a prediction out of you for the West Ham Everton game.
Yeah, not an easy game. It's not an easy game for West Ham because I think Everton. Yeah, I don't know. They're not as bad as their position suggests. I think they're quite, like 16th or 17th, but I don't think they should be. So, but I think West Ham still. Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head, but I feel like they've been unlucky.
16th.
Yeah, they've been unlucky. I give it. But I still West Ham are too good for them. Surely 2-1 West Ham.
Yeah, I reckon that's closer. Gibby, what do you reckon?
Well, I'm not going to sit on the fence with splitting my ass. I think it's going to be a West Ham win. Yeah.
You're not going to sit on the fence with a splinter in your ass.
Because Ash was sitting on the fence. He was like, ooh.
You just made that up.
Give us a score.
Basically, fences are made of wood. Let's go. Let's go 3-1 at West Ham.
We've got 3 goals in it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Sam, are you back with us?
I'm trying something new now. I'm going to hold the phone in my hand like I did on that bus. So I'm going to try it.
Sounds better.
See how we go.
There's a massive improvement.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. Have I missed anything? Was the last thing you did the United City game?
Yeah, we've just moved on to the West Ham Everton game.
Can I backtrack and do my prediction, then do this one? Is that okay?
Yeah, if you so wish.
I'm going to do it anyway.
We'll judge you though.
3-1 to Manchester, and then I'm going to go.
Talk about
3-1 City, and I'm going to go West Ham 0, Everton 2.
What?
You're going 2-0 Everton.
This is where Billy quits.
Yes.
That's fucking outrageous.
We haven't done my facts yet.
I could not see that happening at all.
Dickhead.
We will wait and see.
Pick that up. I'm going to pick that up, write it on a piece of paper, and throw it in the bin. I reckon.
Put that on the.
I can't see
TikTok,
anything past West Ham.
Put it on the TikTok. Put that on the TikTok.
There you go. You've got a result for clout as well if it happens. But I'm going to. I'm going to say that I can't see anything other than a West Ham win at home here against a very poor team. I'm going to say, I think I'm going to say 1-0 West Ham. I don't think it'll be a big scoring game. Yeah, I don't think it'll be a big scoring game. Everton, Sean Dyche's teams are always quite solid at the back, aren't they? But I just think Everton will have too much for them. So yeah, 1-0. Everyone's predictions done. It's now time to move on to everyone's favourite time of the week.
It's Billy's fun fact.
Never gets old. Never gets old. So, Billy,
That German is so
it's the section you love the most. What have you got for us this week, Bill?
Oh, honestly, I know I said this last week, and I'm feeling more and more under pressure as every week goes on now. But I've got loads, so it's just a matter of what comes to my head first. So today, the first thing that's come to my head is Dion Dublin, famously these days known for being on some BBC show, knows a lot about stairs leading to the bedroom. He actually used to be a professional footballer. That's a fact in its own right, but that is not the fun fact. This is going to be like a trifecta of facts in one. It's exciting stuff.
Trifecta.
When he first started his career, he was at Norwich City. When he first started, they housed him, which is not too uncommon even today. But they put him up in. He had a housemate. Now that housemate at the time was the driver for the England swimming team. That driver and / housemate later turned out to be Jason Statham.
No way.
Wow. How do you find that? Like, what do you search on to come across that shit?
R&D, motherfucker.
Never reveal your secrets.
Just Google Dion Dublin, Jason
Hollywood
Statham.
involved in that one.
Dion
That
Dublin,
is a
Jason
fact
Statham.
Swiss roll, that one, isn't it?
Layers.
Layers all rolled up into one neat little fact. Love it.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Jason Statham and Dion Dublin used to be flatmates.
That's two people you would never put together.
You are not saying who is Jason Statham, are you, Sam? Are you seriously?
Kevin Bacon? No, I'm joking. That's fine. Let's move on.
I don't know if you're serious or not. So
I know Jason Statham. He's in those American films, with comedy films.
He's chatting wetness. Get on with it, Liam.
He is. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore it and move on
to.
We're going to move on to the last game that we have fans present for, and that is the Arsenal-Sheffield United game.
Oh, fucking hell.
I mean, this, on all accounts, just appears to be a walkover. But I'll move to resident Arsenal representation, Chris Gibson. Get his thoughts.
Yeah, we need to walk over. We need some fucking goals. Like, all of our games been tight. 3-0 Arsenal. Good opportunity to switch the team up a little bit. Give some minutes to Smith Rowe, for God's sake, crying out loud, man. Yeah. Don't say. Glad it's not on TV, but a few goals for Arsenal, and a good time to rotate as well.
I thought Smith Rowe was potentially moving on.
There was rumours, I think Newcastle. Why wouldn't you want him?
Yeah.
Like, he was the player that sort of kick-started things with Arteta, him and Saka. I don't believe that. You don't believe that? I think that.
I think the issue is he performed some weeks, didn't perform others, but he probably gave one or two really good performances.
Well, he needs to run the games, and he had a big injury last season. He didn't play last season.
Yeah.
And then he's put Vieira in front of him, which I don't believe.
In terms of moving to Newcastle, look at Anthony Gordon. If, Howe can get that out of him, he can probably do wonders with Smith Rowe as well. I think it'd be a good move for him.
Natural, if you've got a defensive mid like Rice and an attacking mid, I'm not saying just Arsenal, but I don't know.
Well, he's your 8. He's the perfect. He's probably a little more attacking than Xhaka, but he'd be your number 8.
So on
Rice
FIFA,
behind him. Again, it's probably more offensive.
You don't play CM, so do you?
I had a feeling he'd be the same sort of role as Odegaard, and he's never getting in front of Odegaard.
He will never beat Rice or Odegaard in that midfield.
He the last 2 games. He's been missing.
Jorginho.
What? No chance.
Jorginho. Huh?
He's not playing. He's not a CDM.
He's not.
Who?
No.
He'll be in front of him.
Role.
No, I'm saying that Smith Rowe can't even get in the team ahead of Jorginho. He's not that good. He's not good.
They're different players. If Partey's out, Jorginho goes in. You're not going to Smith Rowe as an anchor, are you? Yeah.
He won't get in your team
on wing or attacking mid.
That's why I tried to establish what kind of player he was. I don't really fucking watch him.
Well, then stay in the shadows.
How dare you not watch him? How dare you? Not
know,
no one's watched him. That's the problem, right? We don't know what sort of player he is.
No one knows.
Thank God they've got it on TV this week. Oh wait, they don't. And he won't even play him either.
So, Chris, you said, what did you say? 3-0.
3-0 to Sheffield at Arsenal.
Yeah, 3-0 to Arsenal. Sam, what do you reckon score?
United. Sorry, Sheffield United looks a bit.
This is hard work.
You can't heavily.
It's not even the connection. He's just had a beer. That's all. It is.
You went Sheffield United looked a bit
dead air.
Oh, that's camera. I'm speaking. What the fuck?
I still on like 2G in Bristol.
It's pretty much 2G, dude. Yeah. And he's got like 7G, so I don't know what's going on. Chris has stolen my G's.
So what's your score prediction?
2-1 Arsenal.
2-1 Arsenal. Good. Ashley. Score prediction. Any colour if you feel like it.
Chris has stolen the G's. That's fucking hit me.
He's off to give him back. I had a question for Chris as well. I had a question for him. I was going to shoot a question.
He's done with his Arabiata. He's out. He's
go ahead.
Deliver the ball.
Just got to pile these G's up and then I'll be with you.
Oh, what?
I can hear him. I can still hear him.
I can hear him, but I can't see him.
Yeah, what the fuck?
G's.
So, I was going to say, because obviously Smith Rowe, I feel like him moving away to Newcastle, for example, would be a good move. What about Ramsdale? Because I don't get why he isn't playing. I don't get Raya. I don't get what he's all about.
Oh,
for the past couple of games.
He's a goalkeeper.
So why would you not? If you're Ramsdale, why would you not move away at this point? Because you've surely
you can't move now. It's November.
Because it's not a transfer window, mate.
Yeah, but okay, in January. Okay, fine. Yeah, in January.
He'll be in goal again. He'll be in goal again by then.
I was going to say, fight for your place the way Raya's playing. Jesus.
Yeah, great mindset.
Why, lads?
But why is Ramsdale getting a game? Clearly, Raya's not been great. Even Champions League, you'd maybe play him. Just I don't know.
Well, I think
Ramsdale will start him.
I was speaking to someone during the week, and I was saying that I thought Raya was a really strange signing because, in my opinion, it doesn't look like they've actually bought a keeper better than Ramsdale. Probably on par with Ramsdale, maybe slightly better.
I think it's easy to say that he's overly scrutinised because he's the new keeper, and the journalists have blown out
do wrong last season.
Why would you buy two top keepers? Well, he did make a lot of mistakes, and he plays feet. He does fuck up a lot, and then Raya was like sort of elevated as the keeper to hit it up front if we've got Havertz or Saka or Martinelli, and he majority of the time it does go off the pitch. But if you look at the stats, like goals conceded, saves, they're a lot better than Ramsdale. It's
right. Like the point I was going to make is why wouldn't you go for a keeper better than Ramsdale, not someone on the same sort of level?
I think he is. I disagree. I think he is better than Ramsdale.
You can't win with goalkeepers. You either sign a goalkeeper that's great and a shit backup, so the backup doesn't get pissed off at not playing all the time, or you sign two really good goalkeepers, and Arsenal got the best two goalkeepers, not the two best, but like the best, the best second best goalkeeper.
Yeah. Plus, for protective value, like we can get 30 mil for either of them right now. And he's on loan anyway, so the power's on our hands if you want to keep him.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Anyway, Ashley, score prediction. We got to you, then we got keeper chat.
Yeah. So this reminds me of that game last season when it was Arsenal-Bournemouth, and like somehow Arsenal managed to scrape it 3-2. So it's going to happen again. It'll be a last-minute 3-2 win. Somehow Arsenal nearly fuck it up. Yeah, and then but they'll score in the 98th minute again with Reece Nelson or someone like that. 3-2 Arsenal.
Someone like that. What are you buying, actually?
Someone
like that.
moving swiftly on to Billy. Billy, score prediction. What do you reckon?
I don't know what Ash's fucking problem is, but he seems to be trying to come in with some ridiculous takes tonight.
Thanks, Bill.
Sheffield United are, in my opinion, the worst team in the Premier League. Arsenal are obviously one of the fucking best, without a shadow of a doubt. This is going to be a minimum 4-0 Arsenal win, in my opinion. I'm going to go with 4-0. Minimum.
You hate us, though.
Right.
That must
I fucking hate you. I do, but I've got to be realistic, and I like it's.
You
Sheffield
really
United.
hate someone and still be real,
Rewind
can't
the
you?
previous episodes.
Yeah, Billy's gone at least 4-0. I don't think it'll be that much, but I do think Arsenal will have the better of it, and it will end up being 2 or 3. I'm going to go 2-0. And Sheffield aren't going to score, are they? Let's be honest. They never score.
Bloody Sheffield.
So, yeah, 2-0. 2-0 Arsenal. We can just quickly run through some score predictions for these next games, I reckon. Just because they're shit, really. Chelsea-Brentford at Stamford Bridge. We'll just go along the line. Billy, what do you reckon?
1-0 Chelsea.
Ashley?
3-1 Chelsea.
Fucking hell. Sam?
2-0 Chelsea.
And Chris?
2-1 Chelsea.
I am going to say 3-1 Chelsea.
Next game.
Next game.
Next.
Wolves Newcastle.
Done.
Next game. Wolves Newcastle. Now, on the face of it, it sounds like a really boring game. And it probably will be. But Wolves have been good at home this season.
Great point, Liam.
You know, it could be, it couldn't be. There might be some surprises thrown in the mix.
Football will be played.
Yeah. On Saturday evening, there will be a game of football between Wolves and Newcastle.
Is it an evening? Is it?
It is. It's the late kickoff on Saturday.
On the look of the turf.
Oh, that's a bit drab for a late kickoff, isn't it?
In Wolverhampton, the lovely Wolverhampton, the wonderful
that's
Wolverhampton.
Not a great late kickoff.
I feel like every game with Newcastle in has been entertaining.
Yeah, that's true. They like to let goals in. They like to score goals, I guess. That was quite an entertaining game to watch.
I was at work. I just saw 1-0. Yeah.
It was quite an entertaining game to watch. It wasn't many goals scored, but it was pretty tennis-like, backwards and forwards, basketball match, whatever they call it.
Well, there you go. You see, you admitted it, didn't you?
Oh man.
So, all right, we'll run some scores for this then. Chris, Wolves Newcastle. What do you reckon?
I reckon 3.
Oof.
As in Newcastle, 3-1 to Newcastle.
Frozen.
Oh, Sam?
I saw that Isak went off after 15 minutes. Does anyone know if he's injured or not?
Mm-hmm.
I would assume so.
Out,
he went off after 15 minutes. I turned it on after like 20 or so.
So
he's got a groin injury. He's questionable.
Isak
His groin is questionable.
Exerted themselves in Europe. Wolves beat City at home. I'm going to go Wolves 2-1.
Ooh, hot take.
I like that. I like that a lot. Ashley.
I've got logic.
I'm going to go for, actually, in true Tonali form, I'm going to bet on a 1-1 draw. Yeah.
I feel a segue.
Let's talk about that.
I feel a segue.
A 1-1 draw.
Fuck.
I wanted to do a segue there into the
we can talk about Tonali then. We can talk about Tonali, saying as it's...
What's it about? Are you not happy with the ban?
Right, I've had I've got a theory. Let me lay my theory out. It gets to the end of summer. Or it gets to the beginning of summer, sorry. AC Milan had the season they had. Tonali's got a gambling problem. Some of the teammates have noticed. They start talking about it in the changing rooms. The manager comes over and obviously overhears the conversation. They start speaking about it. The manager's like, I kind of knew this, man. I could see what was happening. I feel like there's been some people around the club watching you, having a look, getting a little creep on you. So they spoke with the board, and AC Milan were like, right, we've got to offload him before anything bad happens. So AC Milan sell him to Newcastle with the knowledge that there may or may not be an investigation happening, so that he's off their books when or when not the ban comes into effect. Did you see how sad he was in those pictures when he first signed for Newcastle?
I was about to bring that up. There was loads of talk about him not even wanting to leave AC Milan, wasn't it? So,
yeah.
But I think if there was an investigation already ongoing, I think AC Milan would have to declare that legally.
No, but they might not. They might have just had one of those feelings, like
a premonition.
Not internally. They could have had a feeling that there was an outside investigation, not internal investigation. Fucking yeah, because Italian football's been so stand up throughout the years.
Yeah,
one of the most honest leagues out there. That's what I hear.
They grew a confidence at the right time.
Love their banana skins.
Well, maybe Tonali knew he would if he was in it. If Tonali never moved, he maybe knew that if he stayed in Italy, he wouldn't get investigated the same way he would in England. That's why he was upset about it.
Maybe.
But fair play,
Liam.
The
Italian FA,
the way you've imagined, Yeah, I mean, no, it's who's investigating it?
It's the Italian Football Association.
Italian FA. Yeah.
Are they right there?
Surely the Prem have got to do it as well.
No, it'll be a worldwide ban on football. I'm sure
it is. I think, yeah,
because he'll miss.
I just want to know where they get.
He'll miss the Euros. Oh, they're going. I guess they're going off previous sort of bans and such. Like how long did Tony get? 8 months.
Was it 8?
Around 9 months.
8 months. Feels longer than that.
Yeah, something like that.
It was about May
to December,
till January, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so about 8 months. 10-month ban.
He had a few. I thought it was like nearly 100 offences.
What, Tonali?
I don't think he was openly agreeing with them. He denied them. Maybe Tonali was more open and actually agreed with them.
Yeah, Tony was a bit up and down.
Their neighbours both started.
What'd you say, Bill?
The whole because you didn't hear about this for years, and then all of a sudden you hear about 3 at once. Right? But the whole Lucas Paqueta one is that seems to have gone quiet.
Yeah, actually, Paqueta. And who's the other person that's
questionable today? Obviously,
Tony.
Gamblers FC. You're gonna be 11 of them soon.
I thought it was a Villa player.
Oh, I don't know anything about
player
that.
That's been investigated. Zanolo? What's
his name?
Right,
yeah,
Zaniolo. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's been investigated as well. So similar.
There's like a gambling ring involved in the Premier League.
I mean, it is a bit weird that you can get banned from. Are you allowed to gamble as a footballer on games that you're not involved in?
No, because you're also connected to other players and other teams. You could still find some very dodgy ways of infiltrating.
Yeah, it just seems a bit sketch, a bit unfair in ways. Like if you could gamble on other games, But I guess it is what it is. Don't gamble, kids. It's bad for your bank account. And if you're already gambling, never quit. It's only a problem, and if you quit before you win big.
Yes.
That's what
terrible advice. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it.
Lose 300 quid, win 150 big bet.
We're available for sponsorship. Betfair, Bet365, Betfred. Any of you. We'll take your blood money. I don't care. So, Billy, Wolves Newcastle. What do you reckon?
2-0 Newcastle. Did you want me to say more about that because I haven't got anything else to add?
No, you can just do the score. I like Sam's thought process, to be honest, and I think Wolves away
You
at the
changed the
moment
teams?
seems to be what?
You changed from football teams.
What?
No,
Because
not
I like
quite.
Wolves. Oh right,
No.
no, not that thought process.
Gotcha.
I mean the process about this game. Don't worry. And I do have quite an affinity for Wolves. Quite a lot, not affinity. I love for Wolves. My granddad supported Wolves, so I know what, I'm going to big the Wolves up and say it's going to be a 2-1 Wolverhampton win.
Can we get a wolf howl, please, Liam?
Ah, woo! Is that good enough?
With that.
I couldn't do it too loud because the bubbers upstairs asleep.
Liam, he's seen Arsenal once, Liam.
Nice. Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, going to have to not understand what you just said, I'm afraid.
Saw Arsenal once. Nice.
I did see. I did the last time I went on. Well, the only time I've been and watched the North London derby live, I actually sat in the Arsenal end, and it was the most horrifying and worst experience of my life.
Yeah, I saw videos.
Although we took Harris.
Look at the hedge. What's your point?
And yeah, Harris had the best day of his life. So, you know, at least someone enjoyed it.
It's a one game.
Wait, did you just say Harris went to one game?
No, there's this creepy dude in the shadows trying to make a point, but I can't. Something about going to one game.
No,
he's trying. Yeah, it's on me now.
Oh, his camera's just rotating. It was really good for a second and then it's gone.
Shit. I'm having a nightmare here.
You are having an absolute mare.
I don't know about this connection, but he is slurring like a motherfucker as well.
Cool. What's the next topic, Liam?
So the next topic I've actually got is Billy. Have you got a hard stop at 10 o'clock, or are you okay for a little bit longer? Or
I couldn't go past my bedtime a little bit.
Okay, so the next topic I've got lined up for us is just a little bit of fun. Signing of the summer. I don't want too much chat about it. And you can be personal to yourselves if you want. It's going to be a personal thing. We don't need to debate it forever. Just your signing of the summer so far. And I would like you to take into account value for money and performances on the pitch. And if you think maybe they've had a big impact on the club that they've gone to as well.
Fashion sense. Ridiculous.
I will start with Ashley because he has no skin in the Premier League game.
I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
What do you mean?
Well, I do actually. No, I do actually. I'm ditching Norwich. I'm going to be a Spurs fan now. So just putting that out there. Obviously, until Norwich start winning again next year. I know what you're doing. Like you made the schedule this week, Liam. Signing the summer. I think you want us to. I think you all want us to say Maddison, and I'm going to satisfy you. I'm going to say James Maddison. I'll butter you up. I don't mind. You can have Maddison. He's great. I've always rated him.
Oh, butter that toast, boy.
No.
I will, mate. I'm right, you know. James Maddison, hands down.
Well, I don't feel there's any point in me chiming in because in the 1-to-1 that me and Hind had when nobody else could be bothered, we actually touched over this subject, and I think I did agree James Maddison, but all in all, Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, I was more Premier League focused, but Jude Bellingham does get the special mention just because, he's just silly, isn't
This
it?
isn't fun times Premier League, though, Hind. This is fun times football.
But this is the Premier League preview.
Billy, this is just like, it can't be someone outside the Premier League. It has to be value for money. I thought we said a Spurs player. Yeah, I thought we said a midfielder there.
English as well, mate.
Oh, that's backfired, isn't it?
Yeah. Did that go the way you thought it would? Nope.
Best player in the world, come on.
Yeah. Chris, your thoughts?
I'm gonna have to go with Maddison as well. Mainly for the fact of impact. If you take him out of your team, how far would Spurs drop? Yes, Rice has been a good sign-in, but if you take him out of the equation, I don't think Arsenal will drop too much. But I think where you were from last season, losing Kane, I don't think Son is enough to keep you at the top. You need someone who feeds him. And without Maddison, you don't have that. So yes, Liam, it's Maddison.
This wasn't the point. I thought Billy was going to go Ward-Prowse. I thought you'd say Declan Rice. I thought Sam would say Andre Onana. You know.
Well,
you'd be lucky to get a word out of Sam.
Sam, if you can speak.
Oh, here we go.
Can you actually hear me?
Sign in at summer. Yeah.
Right. I got it down to 3
There we
players.
go.
And I had...
Keep going. Why would you stop? We can hit. Oh, well, we could hit.
That's why he stopped.
I had Maddison. Fuck's sake. Hello.
Yes. Yeah. You could.
And live from Eurovision.
Cool.
10 points. Go to.
Ready for your first one, Sam? Ready for the first one?
Look, I'll take the beat of guy, but it's not happening.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Skip it over.
Yeah, Maddison's a given, right? Who are the other two? Save your megabytes.
Oh,
who
God.
could that be?
This is a shocker.
Nkunku, that's who he's gone.
There we go.
Hey, fucking God.
Royston.
So me and Billy did touch on this previously. I just thought it'd be fun to bring it back for when we had everyone with us. And no one's mentioned James Ward-Prowse, and I think he has had a tremendous impact on West Ham.
He's up there.
Unfortunately, obviously their results have started not being as good the past few games. But how much did you get Ward-Prowse for? Like
30 mil.
Yeah. And when you're looking at Caicedo going for 105 million, like...
Yeah, but you could do that with relegated teams.
Yeah, I guess, but it's fucking...
Because you got Maddison from a relegated team for quite cheap. You know, that's how you get your bargains.
That's true, but it's weird that with Maddison and Ward-Prowse, there wasn't really anyone else in for them.
Yeah,
you know,
Chelsea obviously rejected
Probably
Maddison
was
because he was over
inquiries.
25.
Maybe inquiries, but no one's serious.
Didn't want a
about
20-year long contract.
Not like Liverpool and Chelsea fighting over Caicedo for 100 million. Right,
that is mad.
Yeah, Liverpool are probably laughing that up right about now.
Yeah, absolutely. But I was hoping there was actually going to be some difference of opinion here.
I think there might be with the second and third. Like, who would be second to Maddison? Like, I just think it's so. He's made
second to Maddison would be Van der Ven, and third would be Vicario.
Of course, yeah.
No, second would be Declan Rice. Like, second would be Declan Rice, obviously.
Who keeps letting it back in?
Me, obviously. I've got
a player.
Go on then, mate.
Go on, Sam.
Moussa Diaby.
Diaby was up there.
Yeah, great shout.
Diaby is a good shout.
Yeah.
Diaby is a good shout.
And Van der Ven was my second one. Thank you. Van der Ven, Maddison, and Diaby. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast before, but I've said it to a lot of people.
Fuck off.
I think within a couple of years, Van der Ven will be one of the best centre backs in the league, or looked at as one of the best centre backs in the league. I'm not joking.
Also, can I get an honourable mention? Sorry, guys. I just want you to get an honourable mention for little-known winger Jeremy Doku.
Yeah, he's gone under the radar this season.
Said little nerd.
Definitely. Not heard anyone mention him here either. So I'm glad that you brought him up, Bill, because it's we haven't heard about him this year. So moving swiftly on, we'll do some quick fire predictions because there's no one really in the dogfight of these next games. They all look to be pretty pretty good on the face of them until the final game that we're going to talk about. So Aston Villa, Luton. I will go first. I'm going to say 5-0 Aston Villa.
3-0 Villa.
Ash.
It's going to be 4-1 Villa with a brace from Watkins.
Sam.
What's the point?
Yeah, I asked.
4-0 Villa with 2 goals from Ollie Watkins.
Ah. And
4-0.
Chris.
3-0 Villa.
Yeah. So everyone's pretty on the same wavelength with the Villa win by a lot. I feel like this next result's going to be very similar as well. Liverpool, Forest, Liverpool at home. So, Chris, start with you, mate.
Well, how are they doing against Toulouse at the moment? I would put down a Liverpool win.
5-1.
Is it 5? 5-1.
I was going to say last time I saw
5-1.
it was 3-1. So
They did look good, but Toulouse had them on the break. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to go 3-0 again.
3-0. Sam.
3-1.
Oh, we're adventurous, are we? Forest scoring a goal away.
Forest will score.
Who's scoring Forest? Oh, why did I ask? Why did I ask?
Ash, go on predictions, mate.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you who I think will score, but I think Forest will score, and it'll be 3-1 Liverpool.
How on I?
Billy.
2-0 Liverpool. One of them coming from Dominic Szoboszlai.
Oh, Szoboszlai.
Been a good signing.
I think it's going to be 3-0 Liverpool, and I'm not going to even predict a scorer because why should I? Right, next game, Brighton Fulham. Again,
Good game.
It's going to be another. I feel like walkover, to be honest, at the Amex.
Yeah. Let's get the better, I think, in this circumstance.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Brighton win, and I reckon Fulham will get a goal. I'm gonna go 3-1. Billy.
0-0.
0-0.
Yeah, next question.
That's
Done.
Ash.
Who's scoring?
Brighton Fulham.
2-1 for Brighton.
Sam.
1-1.
Fucking hell. And Chris.
Yeah, I reckon a draw as well. 2-2.
So only me and Ash have gone for a Brighton win. Wow. Well, there
Yeah,
are
Fulham
some
didn't look great
surprises
against
today.
Fulham
played
looked
tonight.
pretty shit against Spurs.
Yeah. Spurs didn't look good, and Fulham were pretty
Awful.
worse, obviously. So, in light of the game after this, I thought it'd be quite nice to hear our relegation predictions. It doesn't have to be in any particular order unless you want to, I guess. But the 3 teams that you think will get relegated this season. And I'll start with neutral ground again. Ashley, what do you reckon? Who are Norwich going to be playing next year?
Ooh.
If we stay in Championship, that is, mate, we might even be in League One at this point. This is a better game than you give it credit for, because it's like there's a lot more in this one.
Yeah, I know,
they
but I
both
want
desperately need to
predictions
win.
for relegation. It's a relegation 6-pointer, isn't it? Anyway,
It is, and
I want
it's
your
like-
relegation predictions.
Yeah, I think Bournemouth will be there. Because what's the matter, Sam? What's
I thought you were on about something else. Sorry. I thought you were talking about the game, not the relegation. Sorry.
He was, but
right? Yeah.
anyway,
I'm gonna get. You've got a shit night you have tonight. Bournemouth are going to be down there. Sheffield United are obviously dreadful. So Bournemouth, Sheffield United, and I hope. I just more out of hope than anything else. Everton finally go down. So Everton as well.
We're Luton then.
yeah,
No,
They'll stay up, Sam. That's what happens.
They're picking up points. They're picking up points.
It's his relegation. Relegation. It's his. You'll get yours in a second if you can manage to stay on the line long enough. Chris,
he's still looking for
relegation predictions.
Yeah, exactly the same, and exactly the same opinion of Everton. I want Everton to go down. I think Burnley will have enough to stay up. Sheffield are doomed. It will be between Luton, Bournemouth, and Everton.
Yeah,
those last two spaces.
Oh, you think Luton will go down then?
I do. Yeah. I think Burnley will escape, but I think it will be between Bournemouth, Burnley, and Luton. Those two spaces, and Everton as well. But I think Burnley will escape it.
And you think Sheffield United will be safe?
No, they're bottom. They will stay at the bottom, and it will be those bottom spaces between the four that are there now: Everton, Luton, Burnley, and Bournemouth. And I reckon.
Sorry, I misheard you.
Going down, even though I'd love Everton to finally go down.
Sam, what do you reckon?
Can you actually hear me or not?
Hello, Sam.
Luton bottom, Sheffield United 19th, Burnley 18th.
That's your predictions. Yeah, I mean, I could see it happening.
I missed saying why Luton wouldn't go down. What did he say?
Luton are picking up
both
points.
said they'll go down.
No, Ash said Luton will stay up.
Yeah, I think they will. Yeah. They're picking up points. They got a good draw. They got a good draw away against Forest last week. They played all right against Spurs actually as well. They're looking a lot better than the other three teams down there at the moment.
I just think
they're all right, to be fair.
I just think the three that the teams that came up last season, they're the weakest three that have come up for a while. Just weak.
Yeah.
Bournemouth surely have got to be down there. Like you look at, they've been awful.
They've got Premier League quality in the last 2-3 years. I don't know. They've got Solanke. They've still got players there. Billing, they'll be fine. And Everton will never ever go down, no matter what happens.
So
we all wish hard enough.
We'll want them to. We'll want them to. Billy, what
Luton
do you reckon?
does have the better defense.
Yeah. Funny thing about Sam's prediction, again, me and you, Liam, obviously touched over this again when it was just me and you, and I did actually say the three teams that come up will be the three teams to go down, and I'd still agree with Sam. I think that's going to be the case come end of the season.
They're so shit. They're so shit.
They're shit. So that is it. They're just shit. Depending on the possible Everton point deduction, like my opinion might change when that comes around.
Yeah.
So that is exactly what I was about to bring up, and I think for that very reason, Everton will be in the drop zone. I don't think they've got better from last year. I think if they don't get the points deduction, they'll just escape it. Probably in the last day of the season again.
It's about time
Luton will stay up. I think Luton will stay up and Burnley will get relegated. So it'll be Burnley, as it is now, Burnley, Bournemouth, Sheffield. And if Everton do get deductions, I think Bournemouth will probably stay up just because they've been in the Premier League a bit longer and they might be used to it a bit more, if that makes sense. So
a bit used to the pressure. They've been in relegation battle for years.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So that brings us on to the final game, the relegation 6-pointer. Bournemouth versus Burnley on the coast. Does anyone have anything they would like to say about this match, or are we just going to go straight into predictions?
What can you fucking say? This is the least glamorous tie you can find, and it's bad. So let's get them predictions out. Let's get this done. It's a wrap.
Right. Okay. I'm going to start. I'm going to go for a Bournemouth 2-1 win. Ash.
Liam, I'm going to go for 2-2. Lock it in. 2-2. Lock it in.
Locked it in.
Locked
in for you, sir. That's locked in for you, sir. Sam.
2-0 Bournemouth.
Excellent. Chris.
1-1.
1-1. And Billy.
With about.
I just love the relief every time the question goes to Sam and then it hits and it's done. But I will go with 1-0 Dominic Solanke.
Yes, boy.
That's 1-0 Bournemouth, by the way, not 1-0 to Dominic Solanke.
He comes out by himself. Either that or a clone of 11 Dominic Solankis, all clones.
I'll pay to see that.
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
This could be one of your clips, Liam.
What, 11 Dominic Solankis?
I'll get some viewers.
Okay, there you
Oh,
go.
there's a
11
clickbait there. There's a clickbait gold mine.
Sounds like
Who would win, 11 Dominic Solankis or Burnley? I've not seen him in goal, but you know,
yeah, he's big. He's about 6'4".
He's a big lad, isn't he? He'd fill a goal.
Let's roll this on because I'm done.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. And I'll do it for the first time ever. I'll play us out with the theme.
It's Friday, it's fun times football.
So,